Hey, it's Seth with Young Anime Reviews, and today we're going to talk about Highlander, The Search for Vengeance. So this is a feature film from the legendary director Yoshiaki Kawajiri, who did Ninja Scroll, Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. So this movie follows Colin McLeod in his search for vengeance. So the film starts out in a post-apocalyptic New York City, hundreds of years in the future. A virus has wiped out most of the population, and the majority of the people are living in complete poverty. The opening act follows Colin as he goes through the slums of New York and takes out a leader of the mutant gang named Malik. He severs his head, so he takes the head of Malik to the military to collect the bounty and is instructed to be taken in to see Marcus, who is the ruler of the city. On the way to take him to Marcus, he takes out the entire military unit that was taking him there. So after that, he meets a kid named Rudy, who takes him to the last surviving humans in the city, and he goes to a bar. So while at the bar, he meets a prostitute named Dahlia, and that triggers a flashback. So now we have a flashback to 1st century Rome, on the eve of a battle between the Roman Empire and northern England. So Mora, she puts something in his drink, and then she proceeds to go meet up with Marcus, who's the leader of the Roman army. So she gets to Marcus's tent and pretends to seduce him. She then stabs him multiple times in the chest till he's dead. She tries to escape the Roman camp, but turns around and Marcus is there unharmed. He then proceeds to crucify her and attack the army immediately. So Colin is incapacitated during the attack and wakes up the next day to the army being completely destroyed, and he finds Mora about to die. She doesn't want him to go get revenge, she wants him to live. But what he does, as soon as she passes away, he goes to try to chase down Marcus. So when he gets to Marcus, they have a one-on-one duel. Marcus then proceeds to cut Colin through the head and kill him. His horse runs off. Marcus chases after Colin's horse, so Colin's body was dragged by his horse into a Stonehenge, which is a sacred druid area, and Marcus cannot go in there due to it being holy ground. So then there's a flash of lightning and Marcus comes back to life. He then meets a Morgan, who is a spirit of an old druid priest. He's the sidekick / moral compass for Colin throughout the story. You proceed to see Colin, his one drive is to get revenge for his wife getting killed by Marcus. You see him chase down Marcus throughout history. Colin's one and only motivation is to get revenge and kill Marcus. So throughout history, he has chased after Marcus. He met up with him in China. He met up with him in Japan in the 1600s. He met with him in World War I and World War II. Marcus is always one step ahead and defeats Colin. But Colin never gives up. That's what I really like about the story, is that he has heart. He has one singular purpose: to get revenge. So that gets us to present day, and it does culminate in an epic fight between Marcus and Colin. The first thing I like about this movie is the plot. Very simple revenge story, but it takes place over a 2,000-year period, and the way the flashbacks are weaved into the story, it's done perfectly. Another great thing about the film is the characters. Colin's drive is epic. To see him, his sole purpose over 2,000 years is to get revenge. And he gets close and he fails and fails again, but he never gives up. So seeing that, it's very motivating. Very similar to me is Berserk and Guts, how he has this singular drive for vengeance. So Marcus is a perfect villain for this story. He starts out as a leader of the Roman Empire, and you see him throughout history wanting to rebuild that. So Marcus is a great villain. He's very charismatic. So once the Roman Empire was destroyed, he attempts to reenact his utopian society through fear and force. He makes a very convincing villain with actual motives. So Mora is a great character who has been reincarnated multiple times throughout history. But Colin, his sole drive for vengeance has kind of blinded him to seeing that his love has been there the whole time. So I thought that was a great aspect of the character development as well. Another thing about this, the animation is absolutely beautiful. The director's designs for characters are just my absolute favorite. I love Ninja Scroll and Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. the character designs, and this one does not disappoint. The fights are very well done, gory, brutal. So I highly recommend this for fans of Ninja Scroll, Fists of the North Star, and Castlevania. So check it out. Let me know what you think in the comments. Also, let me know what animes you want me to cover. Thanks so much and have a great day.